Alright, E3 began today, let alone it started yesterday, whatever. As long as gamers are seeing the games that they want, they're gonna buy, whatever. That's all that counts. We're all people that love video games at the end of the day. Trying not to use the word gamer because it has a negative stigma. E3 video games is nothing more for Pro Bowl, Super Bowl type of feeling. Okay? Watch Dogs 2 looks amazing, but I'm not gonna have this unrealistic expectations because that's a dangerous territory to go into. All my concerns for the game is the game going to be more fun than the first? Is the driving going to be improved over the first? Is the main protagonist going to be cooler, hip, and better than the one in the first Watch Dogs, Alan Pierce? I mean, I feel that Ubisoft really need to lay off the Batman Begins, Dark Knight Rises movie, you know, that raspy voice of the protagonist for Watch Dogs 1. No. Too much. Just too much. The toughest Splinter Cell game to beat, it'd be Double Agent for the Xbox 360. Took me nearly 2 years to beat it because I screwed up so bad. So when I got around to it and I played it, beat it, and it felt great. Second game that was the toughest to beat was Pandora Tomorrow. It took me a month to do so, but it was worth it. Honorable mention, little runner-up, is definitely the first game. I'm still stuck at the CIA headquarters. I'm going to find a way to not only beat the CIA headquarters, which I did beat it in my PS2 days, the level, not the game. I'm going to find a way to beat that game, no matter how long it takes. Now, the topic will be a response to Magus X1 or Magus about the state of the YouTube gaming community. It sucks. It's toxic. I try my best to stick to, smaller channels on YouTube, but it's hard. It's hard when they're just, you don't know if they're super negative or just super positive or, being apologists, being a fanboy, But like I said, I'll still stick to the smaller YouTube gaming channels, support them a little bit, and stick with the Mature Gamers Club, which I've been riding with them since 2007, and I'm not gonna go anywhere. So thank you for the video, Mr. Magus. Now, my disappointment for video games of 2016 is real. The Division is the worst game of 2016. Street Fighter V, good gameplay, good character rosters, but very light content. Capcom deserved, and till this day deserves criticism for that. Homefront: The Revolution, a game I was excited for, turned out to be nothing more than a glitchy, buggy fiesta of a game. I love the story, the Freedom Fighters, the Red Dawn-ish, but the gameplay, it's still buggy. I'm gonna find a way to beat the game, but it is buggy and glitchy. Uncharted 4, nothing more than an overrated game. It's by far the most overrated game in 2016. So that's how I feel. It's good, but not great. Now, let me move on to movies. Ghostbusters 2016 movie. I will watch it in DVD, not in theaters. It's my choice. And I watched James Rolfe, aka Angry Video Game Nerds video. That's the very first time I ever watched his video, period. Wow. I've been on YouTube for nearly 10 years. And that's the first time I ever watched his video. So he gave his reasons why he's not going to watch the movie, not going to review it. That's fine, but this is where it bugs the hell out of me. People like him and other folks, the fanboys and the fangirls who made video responses playing the Hollywood screwed up my childhood or sexually assaulted my childhood to score points with other people or get people to agree with them. I can't stand it when people do that. When I watch the video, I automatically hit the back button and keep it moving. I just can't take it. It makes me bang my head against the wall, hope and pray I don't get a concussion. Because it like I said, it drives me insane. I hate when people do that. I mean, stop playing that card. When I did the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2014 reboot movie review, which is 2 years ago, did you ever hear me play the Hollywood screwed up my childhood or sexually assaulted my childhood up because of what they did to the turtles or the movie itself? No, I never did that. Why? Because I didn't want to invite stupidity, the ignorance, the insanity, the nuttiness. I did not want to do that. At all. It was a cheap way out. A lazy way out. And people doing that crap nowadays, and like I said, it brings in the nuttiness, the craziness, the stupidity, the ignorance, the insanity. And it's like, wow, really? That's low. That's a low blow. That's a cheap shot. And there's gotta be. I wish people stop putting out videos, with clickbaits and the misleading titles. And a couple of subscribers of mine and myself talked about it in different websites. And one of the bigger names on YouTube who in the anime community does that crap. I'm not gonna mention his name, but y'all know who he is. So leave that alone. Now, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows, I wish people would stop trying to be a joy sucker. What I mean is, stop trying to suck the joy out of people who enjoy the living crap out of the movie. If they feel that it's superior to the 2014 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie, damn it, let them have that moment. Let them be. Let them go. Stop trying to be a joy sucker. Okay? Stop. For me, that movie, which is the 2016 movie, Out of the Shadows, is better than 2014 movie. And I will stand by what I say. I will always stand by that. Even though the fight scenes in 2014 movie is better than the 2016. And that is one of the rare things good things to talk about in the 2014 movie. Okay? Were there flaws in this movie? Yes. And memo to people out there say that sequels is not needed and this, that, and the third. That's fine. And sequels, which is in movies, video games, etc., don't always follow up, doesn't do well as well as the first movie or whatever. That's fine. But memo to people out there, including Forbes. Did it ever occur to you that that sometimes sequels are just as good, not if better, than the first one? Look at Dredd. Look at the G.I. Joe. You look at Retaliation, the sequel, and you look at Rise of Cobra and come talk to me afterwards. Yeah. Go look at Out of the Shadows, the 2016 movie, and not the original 1990s, the 2014 reboot movie. Come talk to me. I still label it as the worst movie in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle franchise. I will always stand by that. I will go to my grave with that mentality, with that thinking. Now, I might talk a little bit more about that, about the movie in the future. Full Metal Alchemist live action movie. I've heard they're going to try to bring in the manga and the anime. They're trying to push it all in one movie. It sounds like it's going to be like a 2-hour movie. I don't know how that's going to work. And the cast is all Japanese. That's fine, whatever. But I don't know if it's going to work. You can't cover everything in one film. That is entirely impossible. We saw what happened in other movies that does that. And do you want me to get started on Dragon Ball Evolution? Look how that movie turned out. And if all I'm saying is with Naruto live action movies, if they try to do forcing the Chunin exams and the Sasuke retrieval saga and trying to push in all in one movie, that's going to be bad. You got to take the movie one section at a time. That's how you're going to make the movie successful. And put a little spin on it. And before I move on to other sections of the video, of Various Thoughts, Volume 120. Can I say that The Angry Birds is a better movie than Ratchet and Clank? Can I do that? Okay. Now, Bleach. I read the latest chapter of the manga, and it seems Ichigo Kurosaki is going to go Bankai. I want to see what he looks like in the next chapter. It looks sweet. So, now with Boruto, Naruto: The Next Generations, oh my goodness, right now it is just bad. It's nothing more than a recap of Boruto, Naruto the movie. You might as well wait for the DVD to come out, which is next month on the 6th. Pre-order it now if you already haven't. Shoot. And there's a lot of controversy with the Boruto chapter 1, the beginning of it, where they're saying that Naruto, the 7th Hokage, was killed off by some unknown character that was also fighting his classmate or enemy, Boruto. I can't remember the name of the enemy. There's some people who are happy, the others, like I said, not so much. They're salty, they're lit, and not in a good way. They're hot. So, what do you guys think about that? Now, a little bit of world sports. I still pick Cleveland Cavaliers to win the NBA Finals. I picked them to win in 7 games. After what happened last night, they have a chance. They got a chance. But this year's NBA playoffs, including the finals, has been a complete joke. The only good thing about it, well, 2 things. Game 4 of the NBA Finals was competitive, and the new song from The Roots, Champion. It's a beautiful song. Listen to it. You'll get motivated. You get pumped up, hyped, whatever. NFL predictions. Here we go, which be part 2. NFC North, I got the Green Bay Packers, but it won't be a walk in the park. South, it's a toss-up between Carolina, New Orleans, and not New Orleans, Tampa Bay and Atlanta. I got Carolina, but barely. East, man. I'll close my eyes and say Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to regret that later on. In the West, Arizona Cardinals, and it won't be of a competition. Yeah, I said it. You don't like it? Go kick rocks. Get ready for part 3 of that in the next Various Thoughts video. Now, rest in boxing paradise to Muhammad Ali, known as Cassius Clay, his real name, aka the GOAT, the greatest of all time. He's known for more than just a boxing champion, Olympic boxing champion. He's also known as a social activist. He's for peace, love, justice, and everything, and he sacrificed his boxing career. You know, he didn't believe in the Vietnam War, so they banned him for boxing for 3.5 years. That's courageous. That's guts. That's risk taking. All the words I just mentioned, we see people throw that around a lot, and it's misused and misplaced, including video games too. Just throwing that in there. So rest easy, champ. Rest easy. You're not in any pain anymore. Speaking of that, rest in MMA paradise to Kimbo Slice. He was only 42. Man. He died of heart failure, need a heart transplant. Man. Damn, that's bad. But he lived a great life. He was a street fighter and turned into an MMA fighter. But like I said, his heart, he had a bad heart. So rest easy, Kimbo. Before I leave this video, there are some things happening in this world, news. Christina Grimmie died while signing autographs with fans in Orlando, Florida, by a deranged monster, a murderer. In the same city, same state, there was a nightclub massacre in a gay club that left 49 people dead and 53 people injured. this hatred again towards one another and at each other is y'all gotta pump the brakes. Life's too short for hatred. So I don't get all religious and all this other stuff. I only do this at a rare occasion. Same way with the Paris, France terrorist attack. Just pray for the victims. Pray for Orlando, Florida. Just do that. In the sexual assault case / controversy in Stanford University, I feel bad for the victim. The way she has gone through, for what I've read, she had gone through hell the last nearly 2 years, a year and a half, 2 years, something like that. I'll put the article links in the description. Y'all, you have to read it. It's real, man. And on the other side, the Turner family, I wish they would stop talking. I wish to the man upstairs they would just shut the bleep up and stop talking. They have made more excuses than anybody else. And don't even get me started on the judge and the probation officer. By the way, she's a woman, and Brock Turner's childhood friend, who's also a woman in an indie rock band. They got canceled because of things she said. It's been nothing but blame the victim, make Brock Turner as the real victim. I'm just like, I can't believe what we're seeing. If this was a black man or a Hispanic man or an Asian man or a colored man, whatever, ethnicity, whatever, he would be under the jail cell. He would be in prison for life. Or he would be getting a lethal injection. But because it's a white dude, oh, he can't handle the harsh prison. He can't handle that. It will devastate him mentally, psychologically. Because he committed one of the most heinous crimes that a human being ever done to another human being. I'm sorry. Tell him not to go out and get drunk. Tell him not to go do that to that woman. Just maybe he would still have a life. He wouldn't be looked at as a rapist or a sex offender or all the above. Oh boy. I better get off before I really say something I'm going to regret. And with that, throwing y'all a salute. What's your thoughts on today's topics? It's 17 minutes and 56 seconds, and I apologize for making this a long video. Talk to you guys later. Salute.